Hey, it's Steve Barcelo, Cryptozoology Paranormal Museum. I'm back out at Medoc Mountain State Park. I just want to come out and do a follow-up on some of the more recent events out here, a sighting. It's been raining a lot lately. As you can see, it's really muddy. I didn't bring anything as far as coal blasting or anything to knock. There's a fair amount of people in the park. And I see some Bigfoot stickers on some of the vehicles. So I know that we got some Bigfooters here. And one of the things that becomes a problem when some place like this becomes more famous for the sightings and things here is that when you do something, a tree knock or call blast, you get very suspect now. I mean, is it legit? Is it another Bigfooter investigator out here? So I think I'm just gonna come out and look for prints. Something that at least I'm pretty good at telling if someone's faked them or not. And just see what's going on. I'm kind of right across some Summit Loop. I'm doing Discovery Loop here now. One of the more recent sightings was on the other side. So I'm just gonna go part way down here, then I'm gonna whip around on the other side there. But you take the good with the bad with this. It's nice to have an area that has got a lot of activity. I mean, it has history going back 70, 80 years. I mean, so it's a good thing. But on the same thing now, we've got so many people. Had two people message me today talking about coming down here for events and what's the best place to go. And that's great for the park, and it doesn't hurt us, and especially with the town of Littleton, bringing people through. You see that river's pretty high. But like I said, though, the bad side is, flip side, is you're going to get a lot of people in here not knowing when they knock, someone on the other side of the hill is going to knock back, and then they're going to get all excited. And so when we do these larger events, we try to organize them. You want to have groups that we know where everybody's going. Take this group, you go up on this trail, and then we have radios. We can call back and say, did you do such and such? Or have one group that doesn't even make noise. Don't mind me, I'm trying to avoid this. It's really snotty here still. And so if something's happening. There's one group doing nothing but parabolic dishes, flare cameras, just looking for stuff, looking for good evidence. And then another group that could be maybe making noises and moving, trying to get things to head in a certain direction. But like a day like today when I'm just coming down here, I think there's a couple of people I know down here, but I see other vehicles I don't recognize. And I didn't even go into the camping area. I'm just parked up by the service road going into Summit. And it's a gorgeous day, don't get me wrong. It's got to be mid-50s out here. It'd be crazy not to come to the park. I've been busy in town all day. I mean, it's like, I guess about 2:30 now, maybe even closer to 3. And this is the soonest I was able to get out here. Hold my phone so I don't drop it. Got the world's cheapest selfie stick with me today. You can see the water's flowing. There's some folks there. This is the beautiful park. You can see this is Summit Loop Trail. And you got Dam Loop going up off the side. Well, I'm going to take Summit this way. This just seems to be a little better as far as activity. Now, as you can see, I'm right along Fishing Creek here. This is one of the places you want to be. We go up on the summit itself. Never really had anything great up there. This area here is amazing. Now, you see this trail in front of me. When this fills in, you actually get a canopy. It's like a tunnel. I don't know how well you can see it. But up here, we go down a little farther. You see, that's rock. I mean, this place is just amazing. You got the rock face up there, so you're really kind of in a low spot except for the water which drops off, and that gets deep. And this area here will flood. This will get as deep as, I guess about 8-10 feet here with the trail I'm on. I'm sure if I look around, I'll find some debris up in the trees. There you go, right up there. And that's a good 10 foot up. So, I mean, it's then a place, that's why it makes a great park and be a lousy place to build a home. But I'll wander in a little bit. Like I said, there's a fair amount of people in the park, and that's great, but it makes it tough for anything like that as far as call and response. Or I'm just going to see what I can pick up here. Oh, plus I want to talk about the festival, April 24th. Well, that's getting around the corner. I've already had people bail on me, so I'm talking about some of the people supposed to come to talk. So I'm going to do is I'm going to postpone it again. I'm afraid we won't be at 100% by the time it comes. They're just starting to loosen things up now, and even though I'm hoping for the best, it's such a gamble. I'd rather make sure, instead of losing more money, I mean, we've just been dumping money into an event that hasn't happened. I'd rather make sure it's going to be, I'd rather have a much bigger event. If we're going to dump a bunch more money in, let's do it right and make sure it's going to happen. And hopefully by then, some of the places are being renovated in town, which we have a ton of them, the Lakeland Theater, the gymnasium, and all the other places. We'll have options to do things, and I can work with them at that point and see what's going on. But so we haven't got a date yet. And I still got to reach out to some of the folks that were planning on coming and tell them we'll probably, I'm not even sure how long we're going to put it out. I'm guessing 3 to 4 months. Play it safe. And, you know, some of the things you hear in the news now are saying this could go on for another year. It's just insane. We've been over a year now. So we'll get a date. I have to talk to everyone else, see what everyone else can do, what they can attend, and get just a generic feeling from everyone online. And then we'll pick out a date and an alternative date, and we'll set it up again. And obviously this has nothing to do with us. I would have loved this thing to just go off like it's supposed to. All our events, Paracons and Bigfoot in the parks, all our events have done very well. But you can't fight a virus or the politics involved. So anyway, enough of that. But we'll let you know what's going on with that. Unfortunately, that's something we just have to do. That looks really fresh. Someone's been here. But you can see it's pretty muddy here. I'm still trying to walk off to the side of the trails. And something's been digging over here. I don't know what it is. I'm guessing a raccoon. Looking for grubs, I guess. Some quick protein. All right, this is an area we had some activity the other day when we were here. And we did some call blasting. We actually got responses up there, up ahead. Now, I'm not going to do that today. The only thing I might do is blow a whistle, which I'll probably get a response from another Bigfooter. I know you guys got whistles in here. But since I'm by myself and it's relatively quiet today, we'll try that. We'll see what we get. Hear a little bit of movement behind me, but that could be even birds. I'm really surprised all the people in here. I didn't even get a response to that, just being another person. The raining's been so bad. It's funny, I just walked down here when I was coming down the trail. Oh my God, the bugs are out already. One warm day, I was being swarmed. I sprayed around my ankles because I knew I'd be walking off trail a little bit because of the mud, but I didn't spray my head. Heads up to anyone coming out here. Bring your off, your cutter. They're out. It's just gonna get worse and worse. Let me try another whistle here. You can see there's a lot of broken trees up in this area too. This is not the area we had the major part, and that's where Frank claims he had a sighting a couple of days ago. You can see here the river opens up quite a bit. It's not quite as much with the rapids like we had back there. It's been crazy rain around here though, been nonstop. I'm looking forward to getting down here and camping. I was supposed to hit the road the last couple of days, but I've been feeling under the weather. This is why I've been avoiding people, and you see me out here by myself. It's not COVID, but some kind of head cold. Enough where I got a little bit of a cough, you can hear it in my voice. And just making me a little extra miserable, not sleeping well. So I've been living off all these vitamins for the last year. So I've just been even taking more. Now if you see all these, like, these are not tree structures here. You see all this debris here? This is from the flooding. These are all things that washed up. It's all natural. And you'll see it's a consistent pattern. As much as someone might be all excited about seeing that, this is, you can see it there from the flooding. That's the advantage of kind of knowing the area and knowing how things work around here. Don't want to get overexcited about nothing. Hey, look at this here. Look at how much stuff's here. This whole area. You see that's how the woods out there looks almost like it's been cleaned, swept. That's just Mother Nature washing everything through. Now, as far as broken trees, if you had any broken trees out here, they would obviously be heading pretty much in this direction. Unless, like in the case of this one, which is a perfect example, there's another tree keeping it from bending this way. But you can see there's almost a wall. Once again, if you didn't know this was flooding, you could get a little excited about that, but that's what it is. And that's a very natural exit. Hate to be overly mundane about what we're coming across, but this is what it is. And like I said, now with all these folks down here, we've got to really step up the level of what we're looking at. We have to really hold it to a much higher standard, which is good. It's the way we should do it. We try to do a good job. We get some folks that come through and they're excited by everything, which is good. That's fun. But as far as us, we're trying to produce good data. If something's even slightly iffy, I'll cast it. If nothing else, it's a good training thing to show someone. Just like one of the times I came here, I got a really beautiful double bear print. So I can show people this is a double bear print. Okay, every time you show something, it's bear, bear, bear. So we have these training casts. It's invaluable for people that are coming through, especially people who don't live out here like myself when I first moved out. I mean, this is quite a learning experience, learning all the prints. And I've had a lot of good people help us, but there's nothing like putting your time out in the field and actually learning what the different prints look like. From little tiny dog prints, like we're seeing here. And I haven't seen any bear prints today. Many things we saw a couple days ago with all the rain we've had sure have been wiped away. So pretty much anything we're seeing today, it's gonna be pretty fresh. All right, I'm almost to the point where the sighting was. Basically, I just want to go up there, look around, and then I'm probably just gonna return. Unfortunately, I gotta go back to town. Being a town commissioner never seems to stop. And actually, I was on my way to come here, and I got called, turned around about trees and limbs and stuff on the side of the road. And it was dumped by a contractor, which we don't pick up. We only pick up stuff that the homeowner puts out, and it still has to be within a certain size. And basically, we're not subsidizing landscapers. But silly things like that in the world of a little town are important. It's all about financing. All right, now we're right around the corner from where the sighting was. So I'm going to stop here because right up there is the broken trees. I don't really need to go right there. But I think the sighting was right back up in here. And this is a pretty good vantage, so I'm going to do a couple of whistles. Very quiet. Which it shouldn't be. I mean, as warm as it is, there should be birds out. That alone kind of sparks my interest. Little wind coming through. There's that over there. I guess it's just a tree stump. In the distance, see something dark. That's so weird, not a single bird. We had birds the other day. It was nowhere near this warm. No birds, no bugs. Oh, some movement over here. I hear a bird in the distance way off that way. Nothing here. You can see some big ass trees. These are all 100-footers plus. You can see how muddy this part is here. And the water actually rushes right through here. Goes right out to the stream. I'm gonna go back uphill just a little bit here and get a better vantage point. I keep on hearing something back there. Could be anything. Let me try another whistle, although I've gotten nothing off it yet. Something dark back there. That's weird. It looks squarish. Maybe it's a stump. All right. I'm head back down this way. Whatever I'm hearing is back over this way. So I'm hearing some movement. Could be anything, literally. That's the only thing I'm hearing so far. So that's an area I've already passed. That's where we had some responses the other day. Like I said, once again, since we had responses, we put up a little video about it. We could have other people over here literally doing what we were doing, and I'm hearing them. So I'm going to wander back and see if it's human. But anyway, we appreciate you guys watching our videos. I know I've been slack. I haven't gotten as many out with all the stuff going on, ice storms. I know you saw some of the ice storm videos, and I apologize, but just trying to show you why we're not doing stuff. We will have lives and jobs beyond this, unfortunately. Oh, that could be a frog. Yeah. But at least they're making some noise now. Which is strange that they weren't before. But I heard noise there, so I wonder if something moved through there. I mean, like I said, once again, it could be anything, bear, even a deer going through, would keep the frogs to quiet down. But like I said, we appreciate you guys watching our videos and supporting us. My intent was to go on the road and get under my belt whatever I could. Paranormal, hit some more haunted hotels, B&Bs, things like that. But 2 days I was planning on hitting the road. Like I said, I haven't been feeling good, so it doesn't make sense to put the time, money, and energy in if I'm going to lay in a hotel room and be sick. I can do that very efficiently home. So it looks like it's probably going to be next week. I have a town meeting. I saw something move right over there. Here, let's see if we can figure out what this is. I don't see anything now. But I'll try to get on the road next week. So I have a town meeting Monday. We're actually just an in-person meeting for what we're doing because we have to talk about sewer plant agenda with the grant and other things. So I know people are not going to be happy to hear that there's going to be some kind of an increase on the sewer end, but we have to do what we have to do to keep the plant working. So it's in dire straits, which is not something that's happened recently. That's 20 plus years of neglect. And with the town booming, what's that over there? I see something rocking over there. Put on my damn glasses so I can see. That person standing there? That's weird. Whatever it was is gone. I saw something there. I'll have to look at the video later. Or is it a very practical stump that look in the shadows look good? Let's see if I can see it from over here. And then again, with this head cold, my eyes, I could be seeing things. But that's where I heard noises earlier. All right, well, I'll log it off now. I'm going to see if I can get in there and get a picture, whatever that was. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I'll talk to you soon. Everyone be safe.